Hello Sentinels, and this is episode 19 of 90 on drug-free ADHD, super focus and aiming clearly. And I'd talked about infinite games. It's something that Simon Sinek at the moment is writing a book about, but he's talking about companies. Now, I also believe you can apply that, as people with ADHD, you have to apply that to yourself. And I think it's a good thing for everybody else as well, is that if you are playing the infinite game, even though I know we have a sell-by date, that means we die at some point, then you're always going to be improving. And the only person you're going to be competing against is yourself. Because at some point in your journey, whatever that happens to be, you have a certain set of values that you figured out for yourself, and those are the things that are important to you, and they are the ones that you then measure yourself against. And as an example of this, I'm going to pick up Roger Federa. He's played 52 Grand Slams, and he won 20 of them. From 2002 to 2016, he was always in the top 10 of tennis. Now, obviously, tennis itself is a finite game, but if you've seen him play, he does not give up until the last ball is played. And that is the mentality that you need to have if you are working on your life, on the things you want, and where you want to go. And he is he's a perfect gentleman. He's very nice. He's not an asshole. And he sets himself up through routines. If you actually watch him play, you'll notice, a bit like Mr. Phelps, he's also got ADHD. He has a routine, and so does every other high performer or somebody that's successful. And the thing is that doesn't have to be, you don't have to be the world's best at something. You just need the world's best of yourself. That's the only thing that counts. And he went through his career, and he still is continuing on, and he's a good example of somebody that's playing an infinite game with themselves. He's always aiming to be the best version of himself that he can be. In this particular case, it's tennis, but I'm talking here about you, your life, your goals, or in what I like to call them is aims, which are better because I've reached goals in my life and then let them drop. So where I've failed, and to tell you the truth, it's not the goals that make you happy. Happiness is a choice, and if you play an infinite game all the time, you will stay happy because you realize it is a choice, how you do things, how you play things, who you're with. You don't necessarily know who's going to be on the journey, but you do know whoever you're going to meet if you have that particular attitude, and that's something that you remind yourself on a daily basis that is something you're going to aspire to and become. And once you come to that point in your life, I think that everything improves. And the money, the success that you want, whatever that happens to be, the amount that you want to get, it will arrive. It might not arrive exactly the way you'd planned it to, on the date you'd planned it to actually turn up. But if you have that attitude, that infinite game, that it is always going to be, 1 second, sorry about this, that it's going to be a progressive thing that you keep working upon, and you're working to be a better version of yourself every day, and you actually consciously work towards the points that you've picked for your life, then you will win the infinite game. And I hope that was of use to you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see what it is. And I'll see you again tomorrow with episode 20. And as always, this is sponsored by Leaderstribe.tv. There's also a YouTube channel for the same thing. If you want to see these all at once, it's somewhat easier than it is on Facebook. But there you go. Job done. And I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.